Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. And today, an extra video for you today, sponsored by one of my wonderful Patreons, Svipul. Thank you very much for sending this one in. And if you are interested in becoming a Patreon, there's a link in the video description. And you too can send me scenarios and I will do extra videos for everybody to enjoy. However, if you are not able to become a Patreon or you don't want to or whatever, you can still send me scenarios. There's a link in the video description to my Discord, and on there you can find all the instructions on how to send me scenarios for free. Anyway, today we are playing the USA. I need to change the range a bit. We're playing the USA. We have two battleships with some escorts, and we're going up against two battleships with some escorts. We have a light cruiser advantage in the escorting forces, but we also have a 5-year tech disadvantage. So, going to have to be clever about how we do these designs. So let's get into it. Now, I'm thinking maybe we're going with the Modern 2 rather than the Super. And I'm thinking of going the medium size. So what are we talking here? It's going to be chunky. It's going to be 75,000 tons, but should work. I'm tempted to use this tower, even though it looks a bit weird. Can it fit the guns I would like? I'd like 18s, I think, because they're Mark 3. Can. Okay, sold. And rear towers. Oh, that is not worth it for those really heavy ones. We'll go for this one then. Actually, I think with that compact tower setup, we might be able to go for the smaller version. Gives me an half-weight offset. I think this ship might actually work with something a little bit different. Have had a few people say, "Oh, you're doing so many AVX triples." I basically try and do what the hull. Certain hulls kind of want to do certain layouts, but I think with this we could go for duels, which is a little bit interesting, with 18-inch guns. Let's scoot these back a bit. There we go. Yeah, why not? 18-inch duels. Let's go for... Let's go for 7-inch duels for the secondaries. So there's a pretty chunky secondary armament. And some 2-inch guns just in case those destroyers get a little bit too close for comfort. We're going those ones. Now I'm pretty sure these ones get in the way. Yep, they do. Shame. Why are you complaining? There we go. Alright. Let's go oil 2. How much smoke does that give me to play with? 84. That's fine. Now then, how fast can we get you to go? On double geared balanced steam turbines, 29 knots. That's not that fast. Let's go forced. Americans were fans of fast battleships. 30, 31 and a half. Yeah, let's go 31.5 knots. that's a pretty nice speed to be able to go. Yeah, in terms of the other things, I think let's go with a season. Actually, no. Let's just go with a regular crew at 60. I think the scenario is implying that this was, you know, a variant of the sneak attack on Pearl Harbor, but obviously sans planes and things. So let's get the guns set up first. Nothing too unusual for me. I would like to get super heavy shells in if it's doable. 3% flash fire chance is quite high. I'd like, yeah, let's go with standards. I do like running with a 0%. And we don't have any anti-torpedo protection at all. It's not the best anti-torp 2 and a double bottom hull, but it'll help. And then armour. Be nice to just round these out. Wow, those 7-inch guns do not need to be that heavily armoured. Let's go for 16 on the main belt. That makes it pretty chunky. Also like more on the mid deck. 8 would be ideal. This is more armoured up against guns than it is torpedoes. 7-inch on the forebelt. 5.5. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get much more in the way of armour out of this. There we go. The Idaho. Interesting. I wonder if the US would ever have considered a design like this. It's a little bit unusual for them. But it certainly has something to it. Right, let's hop into the light cruiser. I only get one choice of hull, the modern. Yeah, the medium size tends to be... Oh, there's big and small. Let's go for a smaller one then. Actually, should check those. Oh yeah, very similar. Go for the cheaper one. Now, in terms of guns, I could go 6-inch, but then it has those hideous old Italian turrets. Sorry, I'm just going to pause the recording for a second. And I'm back. Sorry, as Mrs. Brother Monroe gave me a ring. Let's go dual 5s, perhaps. Bit of an AA. Atlanta-esque design. Actually, I wonder. Do you get access to that? No. I was thinking if you could maybe have that tiny little barbette, you might be able to get a triple super firing setup. No such luck. Oh, actually, let's go 4-inch. I know that's very light armament for a light cruiser. But my plan here is to, well, basically, wow. Why is the 4-way offset so huge? Seems a bit unreasonable. Oh, I'll fix that with some torpedo launchers, I think. Because it gives me a lot of access to these 4-inch guns. I think we can as well fit some 2-inch. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll bring some torpedo launchers. Let's go singles actually. So 4 aside. I know I've got a bit of a fall weight offset, but it'll be fine. Let's again go geared forced. Because you could probably make these relatively speedy. Yeah, can we go 34? No, not quite. 33.5? Yeah, 33.5 knots. That'll do. Standard bulkheads, please. Now then, gun setup. Probably, again, kind of keep it uniform if we can with the battleship. 0% flash fire chance. Very nice. And we have some reasonably nice torpedoes. 22-inch standards should be okay. Again, we'll go with a regular 60 crew. Weight. Weight is going to be tricky because I do want to bring these things in. I do have a destroyer as well. Tell you what, how much do I save by just getting rid of the torps? Quite a lot actually. So we're down to 103. Range down a bit, possibly. What's the range on the battleship? 14,000. So that's fair enough. Still able to keep up with it. Yeah, that doesn't help. Trying to think what else we can maybe shave off a little bit of deck armor. There we go. Superstructure armor did the trick. Charleston. Yeah, kind of an AA escort cruiser type thing. Should be helpful at killing those enemy destroyers though. At least I hope so. And then we have our own destroyers. I'm not going to go destroyer leaders, I'm going to go destroyer standard, I think. Get all this set up. There we go. They're going to have trouble keeping up with 9,500 kilometer range, but we'll go for long range. Make them bigger. Okay, what about if I go with leaders? $9,518. Okay, so not noticeably better. All right. Yeah, that's I think the best I can do in terms of long range destroyer. Like a fleet escort type of ship. Let's go for that fairly large setup. There we go. Okay. We will need a torpedo launcher of some sort. Just go for a quintuple, I think. Then on the front, now we've got 4-inch on the light cruiser. Let's stick with that theme. Bit of an half-weight offset with the quintuple launcher. What about a quad? That's more like it. Couple of 2-inch guns. Lovely. Okay. Think we can manage with that. Standard bulkheads would be nice. Again, we'll go for a regular crew. Let's go for all the things I would like, and then we'll try and get the try and get it to fit. Now these things are very, very, very fast. Even on a balanced, hell, even on, what about natural boilers on these? There you go, 39 knots, still pretty fast. And now I'm underweight. Ah, good, 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 good. And these ones do actually have a little bit of armor, which is interesting. But we'll see how they do. The Basilone class sounds quite Italian. Not bad. All right, let's get to the fight. I wonder what the Japanese are going to bring. If they bring 20-inch guns, I'm probably screwed. Okay, 2 big battleships are light cruiser and 4 destroyers. Oh no, Japan has gone... Is that a modernized dreadnought? Okay. So we have Rhode Island and Idaho. Ah, lovely grey day. I think they look all right. Very nice. Now then, I think I'm just going to put all the light ships together, and we're going to get them on a screen order, and we're going to put them in normal formation. We're heading parallel to the enemy at the moment, not parallel, perpendicular to the enemy at the moment, so we should have plenty of time for them to sort themselves out. Or not. Enemy in sight. Ranging shots. Should be a full broadside. Lovely. Right, let's go and see what the Japanese are attacking us with. It is a modernised Dreadnought. With 15-inch guns. Interesting. Okay. A lot of 15-inch guns. Well, this could end up being very interesting indeed. No hits yet. Accuracy is probably not great. 5%. Not the worst. It's not brilliant either. I think I might actually put my ships on save ammunition straight away. Don't really want them firing unless they think they're going to get a hit. Ooh. Okay. Bit of a random hit there. And we're still doing over the horizon firing. Pretty long range, 24, 25 kilometers. Oh, got some return fire coming in. Looks like the enemy is starting to maneuver a bit. See, now, screening ships, given enough time, have taken up a nice little position there. Actually look like a bit of a picket. Ah, there's the first proper hit. 128 damage. Through the mid-deck. Well now, that is promising. Punch through their mid-deck armour at this range. That is pretty decent. Another hit through the mid-deck. Not a huge amount of damage, relatively. Oh, we've got an ID. But always it takes another mid-deck hit. 66,000 tons to our 65. Very similar in displacement. Ours are a little bit more expensive. Coordinate 3 TNT 2, 27 knots. Okay. Interesting. Standard reload. Oh my goodness. Okay. They have some 8-inch secondary guns. Interesting. So far, armor holding up. Theirs is not. Ooh. 2 hits. Flooding hit. How many bulkheads have they got? Many. Just big hits. A bow belt pen, a mid-deck pen. Just punching through the armour on those ships, and it's not terrible. The armour, it's not amazing, but it's not terrible. Killed the captain. Some torpedoes in the water. Hard to tell who they've been aimed at. Big salvo hitting the Fuji there. Can't even tell where those torpedoes were hit, but let's get the battleships to avoid. Destroyers might end up dodging on their own, but they also might end up blundering into the torpedoes on their own. Yep, you rickets. I think it's anti-avoidance system is gonna... Ah, there we go. Nope. Oh, actually, it didn't do too much damage. It's fine then. I'm gonna put... Yeah, I'm gonna keep the screen ships on save, I think. Battleships should be safe from those torpedo launchers. We start turning back now. Yeah, they don't carry a lot of torpedoes, and they're only 18-inch, so they're more just trying to stop me from getting too close, I think. They're in danger range now, though. Those battleships have pretty high accuracy. Casements. But look, A and X turrets both out of action on the Caton. Chiton? I don't know. Certainly a fair amount of damage. Another main gun goes out. Was that just another hit to A turret? It was just another hit on A. Meanwhile, the Fuji has lost B turret and I think the V turret. Killed the captains on both ships. Ooh. torpedo hits going in, but our own torps are hitting back. Is that on the cruiser? Yeah, the Charleston blundered into a torpedo. Torpedoes coming out against the Caton as well, which is why she's manoeuvring so violently. Don't think they're going to hit though. Nope. They might, however, hit the Fuji. Yeah, one hit on the Fuji. And Caton goes down. Okay. Yeah, the Idaho's taking the most damage. 13 hits from 15-inch guns, but really not a lot in terms of actual damage. I mean, Idaho here is taking 3 penetrating hits, and the Rhode Island's only 2. So really not suffered a lot of damage at all. Meanwhile, oh, Fuji just getting turned into Swiss cheese. Fires all over the ship. Pretty much all the upper works have been destroyed. Turrets out of action. Yeah, that's not great. Flooding, the works. And sunk. Well, as sneak attacks go, that's not been overly successful. For the Japanese, just some destroyers to be abusive towards. But I would definitely count that as a success. Those Fuso style ships really not up to snuff. Destroyers were pretty much completely unable to make any impact. Not even sure what they're up to. Running away? Don't think they have much in the way of torpedoes left. No. The Atatsuki has 1. Arashi has 6. Yanagi has none. And the Mekikumo has 6 torps left. So yeah, very much just to see if we can finish them off. Oh, there we go. 18-inch HE shell smacks into it a couple of times. Finish it off. fishing for hits now. But pretty much any hit on a destroyer is going to cause a bit of damage. These things are fast though. 46.7 knots, so they're not the easiest things in the world to hit. There we go, and as soon as you clip them and slow them down, then you can just obliterate them with the 18s. So unfair. Poor old destroyer. I just want to go home at this point. Oh, got hit by 2 18-inch shells at once. Oh dear. Not remotely fair. In the Charleston, which did take that torpedo, is actually okay. Destroyers are, I think, fine. The Shay, or the She. Oh, I actually took a torpedo hit, but it didn't do much damage. The Ricketts taking a torpedo and some hits from some medium caliber guns, and yeah, destroyers are all fine, despite a little bit of a scratch. See, now here I'm wondering, genuinely, I wonder how the AI is coded, because what is this destroyer actually doing? It's not heading directly away from me. It has no torpedoes. It only has 4 and 2-inch guns. But so it's not coded to attack me either, because it's not closing into a range where it's trying to do that. I'm just really curious how the AI actually works in this game. It doesn't seem to make much sense. Is it on a retreat order? I don't know. Doesn't seem to be behaving like it is, but maybe it is. I should slow it down quite a lot. Yeah, down to 33 knots now, this thing. 29. Yeah, it's doomed. Slower than the battleships now, which means we can rapidly overhaul it and then just plink it to death. More flooding. Yeah, once you can get those small guns on them, they just tend to disappear. Of course, you can then just smack it with an 18-inch. And done. Well, that was a good one. not how I expected it to go. I thought it was going to be a much tougher fight than that. But let me know down in the comments what you think of this style of US battleship with an ABXY dual 18-inch, because it is something that I think the US could probably have built. It's not too extreme. And yeah, I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye for now.